Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. This is Brad Cartwright from Econ Course Companion, and today we're going to take a look at monopolistic competition versus perfect competition and understanding the difference from the perspective productive and allocative efficiency. Let's take a look. All right, check out this slide. This slide's got a lot going on it, but what I want you to realize is that it's showing the same thing, okay? On the left here, we have a perfectly competitive market operating in the long run. What happens in perfect competition? What happens in perfect competition as a result of them being price takers is that they have a completely elastic demand curve. And here, because it's elastic and demand always equals average revenue, they're also going to have a perfectly elastic marginal revenue curve. So when we draw the marginal cost curve like that, and think about the fact that in the long run, in perfect competition, there is only normal profits, right? We will find this absolutely ideal level of output, which is both the profit maximizing level of output, where MC equals MR. Let's see, MC equals MR. There's the MR curve, the marginal revenue curve. We will find a situation in perfect competition where this market operates at productive efficiency, which is where MC equals AC. So follow the marginal cost curve. Where does it meet AC? Bam, right there at its lowest point, as always. And also, we will find a place for allocative efficiency, which is where MC equals average revenue or the demand curve. So MC equals average revenue. Hey, check it. There is a confluence of three very, very important points. This is the point, Q is the point of profit maximizing level of output. Q1 is where we have productively efficient level of output, where MC equals AC. And at Q2, this is where MC equals AR, which is allocative efficiency. So in perfect competition, because in the long run, firms will only have normal profits, we will show this is what will happen. It'll be perfectly productive, profitable, and allocatively efficient, okay? Now, let's take a look at monopolistic competition. What's happening over here? Well, it's the same thing. Profit maximizing level of output is where MC equals MR. And for some reason, Jocelyn blinked. On this one, she didn't. Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, check it out. I just noticed that live in this recording, because you have the average cost curve here is blue, and the average cost curve over here is blue. And the marginal revenue curve here is yellow. And in the other videos, if you've been tracking on this, the average cost curve was yellow and this one was blue. But nonetheless, it works for this video. Okay, cool. Check it. So where's the profit maximizing level of output? It's where MC equals MR. Well, that's MC, so follow MC. It tells you everything. MR, boom. That is your profit maximizing level of output. Well, in the long run, also in perfect and monopolistic competition, firms are only going to experience normal profits, which is the same thing as perfect competition. But here's the thing. Because in monopolistic competition, there is a downward sloping demand curve, which is actually the result of the firms in this industry having some kind of product differentiation. This demand curve is going to be downward sloping. That is going to change the outcomes of productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. So here in productive efficiency, productive efficiency, where is that? Well, that's where MC equals AC. Okay, so MC equals AC right there. Okay, and monopolistic competition, firms will have normal profits in the long run. And where MC crosses AC as its lowest point, this would actually be the productively efficient level of output for firms in monopolistic competition in the long run. What about allocative efficiency? Well, that's where MC equals AR, or the demand curve. So start back with your marginal cost curve and go up to where, bam, this level, marginal cost curve crosses average revenue curve is right there at this level of output. So in the long run, when comparing monopolistic competition with perfect competition, what you can say is that perfect competition is the profit shows profit maximizing and productive and allocative efficiency. It is perfect. Why? Because it's perfect competition. It's highly theoretical. right? So this is more better in the sense of all three of these points are shown in one output level of Q, Q1, and Q2. Okay, but in monopolistic competition, as we have shown, it's not the case. Now the question is that bad or is that not bad in comparing these two market structures of perfect competition and monopolistic competition? And what it's thought of is by economists is that this inefficiency is not due to the firm's ability to restrict output, as would be the case in monopolies. So when comparing monopolies with perfect competition, the reason that all three of these points don't line up and monopolies are more productively and allocatively inefficient than perfect competition is that the monopoly has the ability to restrict output and increase price, right? But in this situation, in the monopolistic competition situation, the reason for the inefficiency is the result of consumers' desires for variety. And so although allocative efficiency does not occur, what economists will say is that it's okay, or it's hard to argue that consumers are worse off in monopolistic competition than in perfect competition because the difference is entirely due to consumers' desires. The reason why this isn't true is that consumers are choosing, okay? So, therefore, when you are comparing these two market structures, yeah, it is important to understand, first of all, how to draw these diagrams. Second of all, how to find the productive efficient level of output and the allocative efficient level of output. And then also be able to explain why, even though in monopolistic competition, you don't have allocative efficiency as you do in perfect competition. But the reason that that doesn't happen is not because of the firm's choice, but rather because of the choices made by consumers, and therefore it is not necessarily considered to be, quote, bad. All right, my friends? Wow, if you struggle to understand that, don't worry. Just go back, watch the video again, maybe take a look at your textbook, but know that Econ Course Companion is here for just this, right? Your ability to go back to learn concepts over and over and over again. It is the joy and the benefit of listening and learning via video that you can go back and listen again, go back and listen again, go back, read your book, come back to Econ Course Companion, and read what it has to, or listen again to the explanation. And when this information passes through your mind, I promise you, the third time through is the magic number. Things in economics just start clicking. All right, my friends, be good out there. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and we'll talk to you in a bit.